since you may or may not know them. If you want to start out with anyone who wants to speak up.
Yo,
Yo, what's up, guys?
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the first ever episode of the Anime Podcast here on the channel. Today, I'll be your host Duke Sars, other known as Jaden. And today, I'm here with two other co-hosts. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Yo, I'm Yami.
What's up, guys? My name's Gooseneck.
And today, for the first ever episode, we're going to be talking about the winter season of 2021 anime. Now, we all know that 2020 was a shit year, and especially for anime, because there was like 2 good shows, and then everything else was shit. But this next season is about to be heat. So,
I kind of want to see what your 2 best shows of 2020 were, huh?
Yeah.
Well, right, you already know. I gotta represent Zero.
If one of them's not Haikyuu, I'm leaving.
It's definitely not Haiku.
I guess the door's over there then, you know?
I see you guys there.
Yo, this nigga just left.
Alright, nah, for real, let's get started.
Nah, but for real though, like, this next season, the winter season is looking really promising, and there's a lot of promising shows right now. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have already talked about these, but today, that's what we're going to start off with the episode. And we're just going to go around, give our thoughts of what we personally like, what personally we are going to probably watch, and stuff that we think is not really good, but might be interesting to see. And I think the thing we're gonna start off first, since it's now airing right now, is we're gonna start with one of the big ones. You know, Attack on Titan, the final season. It's already started off with currently right now with 8. This episode is the 4th episode right now, and it's the first starting anime of the winter season. And what do you guys think about it right now? What are your thoughts?
Mappa goated.
Okay, get this man out of here. Please. Get this man out of here.
I think they're doing really good with this adaptation. Like, I don't know. I said this earlier today, and I'm not sure if like the art's getting better per episode, but I really dig with the Mappa style on the new season. Except for the CGI Titans. I don't know about that.
That's gonna really what's gonna make or break this season, or the CGI Titan fights, because we got glimpses of Annie in her Titan form that was pure animated. I mean, pure like hand-drawn animation, and that looked phenomenal. But then we got cuts to, you know, the fucking cart Titan and the armor Titan, and it looked crappy. It looked like shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's definitely not as bad as other studios, especially like Wit Studio, but it could be better, especially if it were hand-drawn.
And everyone here right now, I believe, is a manga reader now, so we all know what's about to happen right now. No spoilers for the future, as many people are probably watching right now. Don't read the manga, but as a certain someone in this room always says, you ain't ready for what's happening next.
It's facts.
So yeah, that's what we thought about Attack on Titan. Personally, my opinion, I'm still, Mappa. They've done a lot of crap this year. People say they're goated. I think they're all right. I think they're doing a pretty okay job with this season. The CGI Titans, they gotta go. But
I think they're definitely not they're definitely not studio of the year, but they are a high tier studio, whenever it comes to animation, because they've done their part on Jujutsu Kaisen.
That's true.
Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen is phenomenal.
I will say that. And speaking of Jujutsu Kaisen, that is also a continuing anime that's coming into the winter season right now. And I believe Gooseneck, you've read the manga, right?
Oh boy, howdy, yes I have. What we're up for now is the typical shonen tournament arc style, arc we're about to get. What we're gonna be seeing is a little bit of spoilers, but obviously, Yushi's gonna come back and meet his friends, so we're gonna get to see that. We're gonna get to see the beef that happened within the first season with I forgot his name, but he's the big dude that fucked up Megami, and yeah, we're gonna see that happen. So we got a lot of promising stuff. And what I like about Juju right now is that every episode has a little bit of Sakura. There isn't one episode that there isn't like a key frame that you don't remember for like until like the next week when a new frame of Sakura comes out. It's fucking beautiful. I can't wait for the new opening. For the whole new opening. It's gonna be amazing.
I hope it's.
100%.
So are you saying like the next like the second part? I guess that's what people call it. Is gonna be just
next
fun?
core.
Yeah, the next core is gonna be just as good as the first core, or even better.
Honestly, in my opinion, I didn't like the second. Like, I didn't like the tournament arc that much. But it wasn't animated, so we're gonna have to see how it is animated. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. That's
So we'll leave it to that. But let's focus more on the shows that haven't been aired yet that are coming out. So what do you want to start with? I'll give you two options. You can either go with Doctor Stone, or we can go with The Promised Neverland. What do you want to talk about first?
I kind of want to do Doctor Stone first.
Yeah, I'll leave you guys with Dr. Stone because I haven't even finished the first season. I just know the second season, you know, I heard there's a lot of promising stuff, you know.
Indeed, yeah.
So what do you guys think about
listen, I read the manga on Doctor Stone too.
Oh, watch out.
Manga fiend over here.
Not really, but we're gonna be getting this season is probably when Doctor Stone really starts to pick up, and this is when it actually becomes a shonen. Because right now, or as of late, all we've been seeing were people fighting other like animals or the wilderness, and people trying to conquer the wilderness. Now it's gonna be man on man, mano a mano action, and we're gonna have to see whether the brawn versus the brains wins or who doesn't. So
like actual conflict between both parties,
yes,
right?
Like it's called Stone Wars. So there's gonna be some beef, and I mean there's gonna be some good beef too. But you know, I just can't wait for my boys, you know, Senku to be back in action.
That's amazing,
Chromo.
right? The vegetable
Trying to see some
yeah.
Mikasa action.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see a lot of it.
I don't know any of these characters. I just know there's I watched the first episode. There's that the guy with the cabbage on his head and then Beef Man.
The cabbage.
The cabbage on his head.
Yeah, that's like, and then I know he's like super smart and stuff. He's like, yo, I got all the big brain knowledge. You know, I've been counting the days, counting the minutes, and then like they switch the characters and stuff. And didn't they go to the moon or something?
They do that.
No, they
The
didn't.
what?
They didn't go to the moon.
Not yet, at least.
Whoa.
Not yet.
Whoa,
Hey, yo,
spoilers, spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. Come on now.
Oh, I mean, anyways.
Anyways.
So let's talk about The Promised Neverland. Because I read the manga for this too, but I want to be that guy. So
Neverland. Okay. So I will say this right now. I recently bought a couple of mangas right now. I bought the Promised Neverland manga that's coming to the next season right now. I read a little bit of it. I don't know too much of what's gonna happen in the second season. I probably know what's happening in the first episode. But Promised Neverland, from the first season at least, that show was a banger. That show was so good. I don't know why. When I first watched it, I thought it was it. Like, I thought that was it. Like, them going over the wall and leaving that's it. And I was like, damn, no more of Promised Neverland. But then when I heard that there's going to be more, and then they're going to go into the Demon Society, bro.
And here's the thing with Promised Neverland: every arc is not like the other. So it's a shonen, but the first arc we got was a typical, you know, cat and mouse kind of. It was similar to something like Death Note or Steins Gate or something like that, where we see our protagonists conquer something higher than them. But the next arc is going to be centered around a more like adventure type of seeking, like going out and finding answers for yourself kind of deal. And this is going to resemble some other shonen arcs that we've seen before, like a Hunter x Hunter vibe, is what I can pretty much like compare it to. But that's the best part about the show, is that it gives us something brand new every season or every arc. So we have a lot to look up to, and hope that opening is a banger, because the last one was
Opening, I believe. Oh wait, I don't think it's opening, but who is? I don't even know who's doing opening. Because the person that did opening last time was Uberworld or something like that, around that name.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that opening was gonna heat.
There were people that did like the My Hero opening or
Yeah,
3 or
at
something.
the time, yeah. That was gonna heat. I'm super excited. That's probably actually I was gonna say my most excited show of the season, but you know, I gotta make a cool transition, you know. ReZero Season 2 Part 2. Yo, I don't know. I know most of you guys haven't finished the second season, but like, yo,
we got time. I got time to finish the second core, or the first core at least.
the first core of the second season was probably the best things I've ever seen in anime ever. Like, it was. I might be capping a little bit, but like, it was so
Ever?
It's definitely has some of my best moments I've seen in a lot of anime. and definitely in the series, definitely like they had the best moments. I was never like, once again, ReZero was one of that shows when I first saw the first season. I thought like, where can you go from here? Like I thought like that's it, you know, like there's nothing really plot heavy in the show. And in the second season, it added so many elements that it was so good, dude. Oh my gosh, it's definitely like my favorite anime of last year. And I'm very excited to see the second core, because the ending of the first core had a really good like twist in it, and I'm very excited to see how it goes and stuff, because I was expecting like expecting like a conclusive ending in the first core, but there wasn't. I was like, damn. So
I agree with that in some ways, because I feel like the first season kind of just followed, you know, Subaru on his journey. Like it was just kind of like shit that would go on within the world, and he'd be dragged into it, and he'd be like, all right, now I gotta fix it. And I never was like, well, what's his purpose for being in the world? So hopefully they touch upon this. And I haven't watched the first core of the second season. Hopefully they do like add some stuff about that along with the second core. But I think don't they start talking about his parents and all this stuff in his actual real world?
I don't think they really, because I don't read the light novel, because I would never read a light novel for this. But like, right. I don't think they ever go in detail, but the thing is, I don't know if they ever go in detail of how he got the power, of what the reason for it. It's just.
I think that like, goes for a lot of isekai.
Oh yeah, a lot of isekai explain it, but like they overly explain it, and that's the problem, because it's like, that's why a lot of isekais flop, because they're like, oh, they explain too much in it and stuff, and it's kind of annoying. But like the thing is with ReZero is like, you might be thinking, oh, why did he get transported in this world? But like I think the whole point of it is like he's in this world now, and there's nothing he can do about it. And like you just have to see.
Well, I hope they reveal his powers, because that's the most like fun part about the show, is that this nigga can return to death.
Yeah, well they do touch on that a little bit. In my opinion, I thought it was pretty obvious by the first season. I thought the first season was the most like I already knew since the first season, but the second season does touch up on it more and stuff, and I'm just really excited where they go from
well here. We're gonna have to watch it, you know what I'm saying?
I know we're like praising ReZero season 2 right now, but you know, as much as I enjoyed it, you know, a little pet peeve of mine for the season was that it was constant conflict and getting stacked on top of each other, and I have a feeling we're not gonna get it all resolved in the second part of the season.
I feel you on that one. The concept, there was so many plot elements they introduced in the second season, and it was a lot. I know one of the major plot elements is not one of the major, because they kind of forgot about it. But like, I think the whole point of it is to set up a future thing, like I don't know how I can make an example of it really good. But I guess like the best example I could use is maybe Naruto, where it's like, oh, I'm gonna be the Hokage, and obviously you can train to be the Hokage, but like it's like a lot more steps. You know what I mean? So like that's like the general idea, but like there's certain many things. And season 2 starts off with a new general idea, like a goal, but there's other obstacles in front of that goal and stuff. And so
just things that scatter across the entire series.
Yeah, so like
it's like the setup for it.
Yeah, so I think the like second core, because I know some light novel spoilers, but not too much, because I still want to be blind from the show. Because I'm gonna be honest, this is the first core was probably the most enjoyable weekly watch I've ever been, because it was like a mystery suspense show. Like you were at the edge of your seats every episode, like, man, I gotta watch the next episode next week.
Oh yeah, the amount of suspense is crazy.
Yeah, so that's what I appreciate more. Speaking about isekais, Slime Isekai second season.
I will never watch this show.
Has anyone of you guys watched it? The Slime
Isekai? Wait, what show is it?
Slime Isekai?
That time I got reincarnated as slime.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I've been wanting to watch that show for like a year and a half now, but I'm probably never gonna watch it.
No one has watched it, but
my college professor is begging me to watch that. I ain't watching that shit.
Yeah. When it came out, what was it, 2018 or something? When the first season came out, it was huge. I was not expecting it like that much of an isekai, because there was a time when
I heard it's not bad.
Crazy. Yeah, I heard it's not that bad either. Like supposedly the slime's like really overpowered and stuff. But I don't
know. The main trope of fucking isekai.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but there's like some cool character designs, like some demons, some goblins and stuff. Like, I think that's like the whole point of it. I guess I just gotta watch it and see and when it comes out. But like, I might watch it before the second season comes out. If, like, the second
Wait,
season-
Yami, didn't we watch like a episode or two like in the club, or nah? I remember like
What? Oh,
the slime.
I don't
Like we
think
did.
so.
Swear
No,
to
I
God,
don't
we
think
did.
so. Oh. Maybe I just forgot, but I don't think we ever watched Slime.
Oh, well, if we did, it was so sleeper that we forgot about it. So there you go.
Exactly.
people.
Speaking about another isekai that I saw on the list, seasonal anime. It has a very similar like thing to Slime Isekai is Komo desu ga nani ka, that's Japanese name. I probably butchered that like hell, but it says so I'm a spider, so what? And it's like the same thing as Slime Isekai. It's this person gets killed, gets transported in the world, but they are a spider. And they obviously like try to go up the ranks.
Instead of a slime.
Yeah, instead of a slime, it's a spider.
Oh,
But supposedly
brother.
the cool thing about the show is that it's in first person of the spider. Like I thought that was pretty interesting. Like how would you
First person?
Yeah.
Like a first person anime?
yeah.
That's kind of weird,
You know what I'm
but
saying? Like I
Like,
think that's a cool concept.
like the writing tool of being in first person, or like is that actually first person? Like
I don't know.
we don't-
Like, I just heard it's like in first person, so it could be the writing tool. It could be.
I don't know. I don't know about watching a first person. Like
I'm probably
whatever.
I might keep it on my radar, but like I don't know if I'm really.
with all the shows that are coming out, that's probably gonna be on the back
Yeah,
burner,
the-
like
yeah.
behind like the fucking fridge kind of deal. Like I ain't getting that.
That's what
I ain't getting to it in a while.
Okay.
Let's turn our attention to something better, like Beastars.
Okay, here's the Beastars Maniac.
Alright,
I'll
so
watch
I don't know
out
about
for
the
it,
audience
John.
right now, and y'all might actually be like, "Yo, Beastars is some furry shit." Yo, this is the most honestly. This is as literature as it gets. This shit is a fucking masterpiece. If y'all ain't
Yo,
read
and you're not
or if
talking
y'all
about
ain't
hentai?
watch,
You're not talking about the hentai?
what are you talking about?
Yo, never mind.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, this guy's tweaking. Y'all need to watch the show. Besides all that stuff y'all see on the internet, this show actually has some great themes and ideas to be talked about. It talks about something that's actually very controversial in this decade and in this day and age. So please give it a shot. And the second scene is going to be more of a banger because I read the manga. So it go hard.
You go
That's
hard?
all I can say.
You go hard?
It go hard. Like y'all think all of these herbivores and carnivores happily ever after? Nope. There's blood. There's people beefing with each other. There's gang on gang violence.
I'm
There's
probably
black market.
I'm
all
probably
this
gonna
stuff.
watch that. I'm gonna probably because Beastars was crazy when it came out. Like I remember I was put off with it because it's furry, but like I'm probably gonna watch it because the hype for the first season was really good. So I'm probably gonna watch that. What's that? Quick.
I remember. Yeah, I remember Psycho putting me onto the show with another one of our friends, and I didn't know how to feel about it, but 5 episodes in, I was hooked. I'm not gonna cap. It's a pretty
Man,
good show.
who can't love Lugosi? He's one of the best main protagonists out there. He's like,
Gosi is
if I could
good.
relate him.
Is that the
Yeah,
wolf guy?
he's
Yeah.
Yo, I
he's
did
honestly.
I did see the second opening because even though I might not watch shows, I watch a bunch of openings. Yo, I don't know why. When he was running with the red jacket, bruh, not the red jacket, the red sweater, bruh, that shit was heat. I was like, yo.
I don't want to spoil anything that's gonna come out in the later future, but we might have to do what's in an OP for Beastars opening too, because I got a lot. It grew on me, and as I watched it, I found some more, stuff to talk about and a little bit more
'Cause you've been
foreshadowing.
hating on that thing. You're like, it's ass.
Well, because they used a lot of shit from the first season to make it, but I now I understand why. So it's the director's choice. So I'm fine with it, and I'm gonna be talking about it at least in one of my videos. So that's my thoughts on Beastars. But I know Duxars wants to talk about the quintessential quintuplets anime so bad.
Let's go.
So let's talk about that for a second. I've never watched it, but I might have to because this guy won't
okay.
shut up about it.
Okay. I will say this. I was not a huge fan of the anime adaptation of quintuplets.
Oh, so you read the manga?
I read the manga. Okay, so the first episode dropped of Quintuplets, and I was like, oh, that was cool. And I think I like saw like clips, and I was like, let me read the manga. And I read the manga, and I binged. I love the manga. The manga is so good. Oh my god, I love it. The manga recently ended, and there's some controversy of the ending, but like people just mad. Because their girl didn't win, and that happens with most romance anime. Look at these.
There's
for
5 of
example.
them, so
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In my opinion, I love them all, but I just want to say to everyone that is a Quintuplets fan, which is the only 3 people that are watching this, my best girl won. Let's go. You guys can hate me in the comments.
Spoilers?
You don't even know my best girl.
Spoilers?
You don't even know my best girl.
Spoilers?
So, but Quintuplets 2, they had a studio change. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I gotta see like the episode. I think it looks. Is it
gonna be like can you tell the difference kind of deal?
Yeah, it's like amazing.
Is it like on some Origaru stuff?
It's yeah, it's kind of, but not like as like detailed. Like, cause Origaru's the second and third season got like really detailed instead of the first cartoony style. This is still cartoony, but like I think it lost its detail a little bit. But like, I don't know. I kind of like the new art style a bit more because I hated the first one because it looked so choppy and bad. But a lot of people supposedly liked it. I don't know why, but I will say it did have some quality to it and stuff. And the girls did pretty bad.
If we're gonna be honest, people don't watch this shit for the animation. People watch it for either the story or like the fan service. So as long as they deliver on those 2 things, I think it'll be fine.
That's true. That's
but
true. That's what I'm saying. I'm just excited. I'm probably gonna take a look at it just to see how they adapted, right? And I'm just really excited because that's my manga right there. That's it. Like, oh my god, I'm excited for that. Also, the opening was heat. I heard a little bit of a snippet. I was like, yo. I was like, yo. I was
oh, real? Sheesh.
Yeah. Hopefully.
All right. So there's this other anime that I want to talk about because I started reading the manga for it before it even got announced to be an anime. I started reading this like last year in college. It's called Horimiya. Now, this romance, it's like no other romance before. But I can basically describe it to you because it hasn't come out, and we have no prior season to go off of. Mm-hmm. It's a romance that gets like up to pace quick, and it will go about the daily lives of the relationships that they have. So I don't want to spoil anything, but you have a wonderful time watching or reading, because there's such a diverse cast, and the main girl is best girl, no cap.
Yo, so yeah, Horimiya is because I've seen it a lot, and it's like I think it's like the most hyped romance anime of the season right now. Maybe next to Beastars, but like it's
romance.
Yeah, like is Beastars not a romance? I thought it was.
No.
Oh, damn. Okay.
It's definitely not a romance.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, okay.
Well,
it has some romance aspects to it, but I don't think it's a full-on romance.
Yeah.
It's more like a drama.
Oh wow.
It really is.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Was it Horimiya?
Horimiya.
Mia? Yeah. So that's like the one that's been on my radar for a while. I recently just picked up the first volume of the manga, and I'm probably gonna give that a read before the season drops and see how I go there. Because I usually just enjoy my romance with manga, but I'll probably take a look. But
yeah, that's gonna be a banger. Anything you want to say about that, Yami? I know you're gonna like the guy with the blue eyes and the long hair.
It really depends if I watch it or not. There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee.
This man,
brother.
Yo, this man's romance belt right now is Rascals, which is Rascals.
Barely a romance.
Barely a romance, more like
barely.
And then he just started Rent a Girlfriend, which I gotta give him props for that because Rent a Girlfriend was pretty.
Isn't watching any like the hard like Kalana second season type.
He's the one thing I was gonna give him depression.
Oh, brother.
It's just not my bread and butter, just.
Yo, we'll make it your bread and butter. Go to the grocery store and buy that shit right now.
I'm more of your shonen type of guy. Your seinen type of guy. But hey, I mean, if it's good and people say it's good, I might pick it up. So, you never know.
All right.
Get a
Do you,
little
do you want to talk about Cells at Work, or do you want to talk? Wait, actually, we missed freaking Seven Deadly Sins, but I ain't ever watching that.
Yo,
shit yet.
okay, Seven Deadly
I ain't
Sins.
picking that shit up.
Bro, okay, I haven't caught up to the recent season at all. I know the third season, I think that's the third season, got shit on because of the animation, and
Oh
it
my
did look
god.
pretty bad. Yeah, it was pretty bad, but like, I've seen the first season, somewhat at the beginning of the second season. This show is good. I really enjoy it. I hope the third season doesn't really, because that's the thing with shonen, you know? If you don't got good animation, your show's shit. You can have the best plot, but if your animation
True.
shit, it's ass. Look at Black Clover,
You know,
for
it's-
example. I mean, what?
Oh wow.
Listen. Black Clover has came a long way, and you know it might not have the
Oh,
best
no, I got him
animation
sorry,
out
I got
there.
him wrong, I got him
It
wrong.
might not have the best animation out there, but whenever it decides to pop off, it pops off. And the as questionable as the adaptation might be, it's not that bad. But that's not the topic of this conversation. Anyways,
I
Seven
do
Deadly
agree.
Sins.
See, the
Speaking about
difference
Black-
between and they have similarities. They're both like magic oriented. See, the difference between Black Clover and Seven Deadly Sins is Seven Deadly Sins doesn't like, and at least in that third season, I saw some snippets of the fights, bro. It looked like Microsoft Paint was used to animate that shit. Like Black Clover, at least they try to like make the fight scenes like
because they...
go hard.
My bad. Didn't they like blow up their budget on a movie or something that like flopped?
The movie flopped, and that's kind of what
Oh.
affected the
Yeah,
season.
that's what I'm
And
saying.
now the season flopped. And now lost like half of its fucking viewer base, including me. Like, jeez, man.
I
whatever.
gotta take a look and see.
And then
I
they
wasn't even
decided to
watching
do
shit.
corrections. They decided to do corrections for the Netflix version, and I personally still think it looks kind of bad. But hey, I mean,
I mean,
I'm not a
But,
Seven
hey,
Deadly
Black
Sins
Clover
fan, so
watcher is saying that. That means it has to. I mean,
you know, listen. As a Black Clover watcher, I'm very humble towards bad animation and you know, bad art in general, because I can't speak on behalf of that. And you know, if I you know, I'm not a Seven Deadly Sins fan, so I don't really care about it.
you know, speaking
the-
about Black Clover, you know, I heard that you know, this next coming up season is gonna be some very good manga stuff. You know.
Yeah, we
Oh, I
are
could-
adapting. We are adapting the Spade arc, and hopefully, Studio Period delivers, which I have very little hopes, but hey, it's a little bit of hope. And you know,
I don't know.
I am a
Okay.
manga reader. I am up to date, but like we could just hope for the best for this Spade arc. There's not much
Here,
I
I'll
can
let-
say about it.
I'll let you guys know what anime you could watch that's way better than Seven Deadly Sins. Cells at Work. Cells at Work. It's going in its second season. I don't know how many episodes it's gonna have, but going into college, I was gonna go into the healthcare work. So if you or anyone out there really likes anatomy or any of that stuff, this show will teach you shit. I swear, like it will help you on some test or something like that. Like, who doesn't want to learn while watching cute and action-packed like anime? This shit go hard. And if you want to watch the movie, which is basically Cells at Work, but if it took place in like a smoker, alcoholic type body, so it's like full of like cancer and shit. It's like an
Is it the
apocalyptic
black
world.
one? The cells that work black or something?
Yeah, it's that. And
Yeah.
and bro, the platelet girls, they're fucking cute as shit. And just watch it, man. Like the white blood cell, he's my dude.
Yeah, the white
Like
blood
he
cell
just
kind
be
of goes.
murdering. He's a murderer.
Yeah, it's
He's
a good
hard.
Science show,
He
bro.
grew up on
I
those
remember-
streets.
I remember when it came out, dude. All the was it bio? It was one of them. Well, all the teachers, like someone did a whole project on it, and they got like it was kind of cool.
Yeah, I talked about it in my anatomy class. Like it came out like what, senior year? I talked about it with my teacher, and she was like, "Yo, I'm about to watch this." I was like, "Oh, word!" Like I got my normie teacher to watch an anime. It was good. But yeah, like the whole plot centers around like this sickle cell blood girl who can't get her way through the blood vessels. And if you know anything about sickle cell, you'll know why. But yeah, it's crazy. And there's this arc where this is like in the last season where this guy, the enemy was literal cancer, and like you'll see the body battle cancer, and it top 10 shonen arcs of all time. I cannot stress this enough. This shit went hard for no reason. Just white blood cells battling cancer. It was like, yo, what the fuck? You would never expect shit like that to go like hard, but shit was lit. But
Man's
yeah.
having
So,
having a whole shonen fight. Someone's
I have a
bro.
soft spot for it because it literally like took a test on it and like made a paper out of it. I have a soft spot for it. Crazy.
Yeah.
But
And one of the last, because there's a lot of sequel shows, sequel seasons at least for this season. There's two more we haven't really talked about. I'm gonna talk about one because has any of you guys seen Log Horizon? Let's be honest.
I've heard about it.
I watched it for some episodes back whenever I was like 13, and I forgot all about it.
Supposedly,
That's
a lot
about
of
it.
people enjoy it. I'm sorry for Log Horizon fans. We're not talking about it because no one really knows about it. Unless Yami want to say anything about it. You forgot.
I don't really care
Well,
about it.
enlighten me. We're on a podcast here. I want to be able to be like, I never heard about Log Horizon, but what makes it so good?
It used to be considered a really good isekai back whenever SAO was popular, really popular. But that's all I know
I
about
heard
it.
it's still good. A
Oh,
lot
it's
of
an
people are,
isekai?
hyped. Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
it was isekai.
Oh,
It's
Yeah,
like
I
it's
just know
like
it's like a really popular show. So.
yeah.
Because
It's
on my
I-
annual list, it's what is it? The number 8th spot out of Attack on Titan, Promising. It's like one of the lower ones, but still, it's 8 out of all these shows is pretty good.
It gives me like similar vibes to like Shield Hero, but the main character is like a nerd this time. I don't know.
Does he still get
It
that?
might be really off, but
Does he still get that girls? Does he still get that pussy?
I don't know.
brother.
I got the vibes.
Great, more isekai to watch.
I don't know.
There
What
can't be
is
an
it?
anime season without isekai.
Wow,
You
That's
all
so
know the
facts.
superior one's gonna be ReZero, so it's all good.
speaking about
Yeah, just wait
isekai-
until-
Oh, actually, I guess it's not an isekai, but there's this one show coming out next season. Oh, brother, it's gonna be the next Goblin Slayer. It is
No way.
something else. It's called Redo of a Healer. I saw it. I saw someone talk about it online. And I was like, no way, this is real. No way, this is an actual thing coming out for anime. So I had to do the most the degenerate thing and pick up the manga. And
Oh, bro.
guys, this one's a bad one. This is a full-blown hentai getting adaptive as an anime. Let me give you
Is it an isekai?
It's not an isekai. I was gonna say it's an isekai, but no, it's actually it takes place in a fantasy world, so it's kind of isekai, yes, but no one gets transported into it. So it's
Oh, okay.
Wait, we're getting a hentai adapted into an anime?
It's not a hentai. It's not like an actual hentai. It's a manga, but
But it's
the
just very
manga-
sexual.
Yeah, the manga elements are super hentai.
Hmm.
It's not just sexual. Because High School DxD is sexual, right? But this is hentai. And by hentai, I mean there's some questionable stuff in there.
I can't wait to give it a watch.
So
Yeah.
the premise of the show is that there's this guy, right? And he's in this fantasy world where a couple years this group of heroes pick people up and they have a superpower, like a hero power. And he lives in this basic village of poor people and stuff. And he has the power of a healer, right? He's the healer's class. And the heroes are like, oh, come join us. We need a healer and stuff because you got your mage, you got your barbarian, you got your sniper, your archer. And they're like, yo, come join us. He's like, sure. And he's super excited because these are the top leagues, right? So now, you guys heard the show The Boys, right? Let's take it into that category. So he goes and he's like, okay, let me do my job. So someone's badly injured in the team, right? They have their whole arm gone. Right? And she's like, man, I'm never gonna be able to wield this sword. So he's like, let me heal you up. The problem with his healing power is that if you anytime he heals a wound, he feels the effects himself. So if he heals an arm, he has to go through the pain of the arm getting ripped off and stuff, and he feels it himself. So it scars him, right? Imagine your whole arm being ripped off and stuff. So then they're like, yo, don't worry, we'll try to fix you with some medicine, right? They drugged him, okay, and made him a slave for the next 4 years of his life. And he's a little pet slave, and they treat him shit. The girl kicks him around, bullies him. One of the guys him, and so then he regains consciousness because he gets the effects. So then he goes back in time for the past 4 years before he met them, and he tries to get his revenge. And he does it in a very questionable manner. Like, you
Like, we're going to deep spoiler territory over here, bro.
It's not deep
Yeah.
spoiler because because that's what you think it's deep spoiler, but this is always just the first episode.
Oh,
This is always
Oh, wow.
Well, that's
this
fantastic.
This is just the first episode. So he's like, yo, I'm gonna get my revenge, and you can think what questionable things that happens after then. So there's some.
well, the guy, the main character is a guy, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay. So the first thing I'm gonna say is that I'm not saying it's a nice change of pace, but it's gonna be interesting to see how, because it's always the girl getting sexually harassed or anything like that, but we never talk about the guy, and obviously in general is not a good thing. No one should ever do it, but usually it's always talking about a woman getting raped. So I kind of want to see what they do or what they talk about when a dude gets, because like media ever rarely covers that, and that's just the first thing. That's at least what's getting me slightly like minuscule like interest in it. But it just seems like another.
It's
conversation.
there's a lot of degeneracy. Like, you got your manga senseis, you got your domestic girlfriends of the season. I'm telling you right now, this show right here is gonna have your eyeballs like, what the hell? So you might watch it because it's gonna be really like crazy. Like the manga hasn't wrapped up. I think the manga is like 30 chapters in right now. I think I caught up. Wow, that was a lot of bad stuff. I'm gonna check out the anime though, just to see how like they adapted it, because there's a lot of like sexual stuff in it, like a lot.
Well, we're just gonna have to see, because I ain't reading that shit. And
exactly. And that's it. And
anything else you guys want to talk about?
oh, I do want to talk about,
Because I know I got something.
I
got something.
What do you want? What is it?
Since y'all can see that I got the Hinata profile pick right here, but this new volleyball anime that's coming out called 2.43, which is basically like it's the size of the net. That's the main like the title of it. So I'm a Haikyuu junkie, and I even play volleyball. So seeing another volleyball adaptation getting, so it's basically like the Aru no Hira or whatever, that other basketball anime that everyone keeps comparing to Kuroko no Basket. This is going to be compared to Haikyuu. I guarantee, I put on my mother, that this won't be as good as Haikyuu, but there's some stuff that Haikyuu missed out and they don't talk about. So I can't wait to see if this show talks about those themes. And just more volleyball. So if you're a volleyball junkie like me, just be happy to watch more young teens play volleyball. So I can't wait to see this shit get animated, and hopefully it has a banger OP just like Haikyuu.
That's true. Spyro about to come in going like, fly.
Spire. I don't even think that's on their radar. It's too good for this.
That's true.
It is like made by David Production though.
Yo, I'm
One of the people that made JoJo and Fire Force.
Yo, I'm looking at the list right now. Yo, I didn't know this. I'm not a huge fan of the show right now because I haven't started it, but Gintama's finishing?
Oh yeah, it is.
That's crazy.
I have to catch up on that. And my professor's even really edging me on, be like, yeah, you gotta finish it, bro.
That's crazy.
I'm like,
I didn't know it
all
was
right.
finishing. Wow. Yeah, I gotta watch it. I just like opening 13. Yo, speaking of movies, because I think Gintama's getting a movie to end it off or something. Speaking of movies, hopefully it comes out. As you see, as my icon right now is Shinji. Shinji from Neon Genesis Evangelion. The Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 movies coming out. It's the ending of the.
The what?
Yeah, they had I don't know why the creator went OD. So if you guys don't know, Evangelion, it was like a huge 90s 80s show for anime, right? It's a mech anime and it was super huge and stuff. Honestly, I recommend it. If you do watch it, please watch End of Evangelion, because that movie is so good. That's honestly the reason why Evangelion's like the best. But I strongly recommend it. It's on Netflix now. But so what they did, they not remastered. What's it called? Rebooted, I guess that's the word I can use. The author or the creator rebooted the series into 4 movies. And they're called Evangelion. There was Evangelion 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and then he couldn't do 4.0, so he did 3.0 plus 1.0. So don't know why, but like it So a lot of people thought, and his idea for the movies, it was really weird. I don't know why it is, because the 80s and 90s had a lot of, and especially the studio had a lot of limitations on his like project. He couldn't make his dream project. So the movies is like what he is the actual vision of what the actual series is supposed to be.
So it's like Evangelion with like the future like animation styles and all that stuff, like better
it's better and stuff. And I'm like okay, cool. So like the first movie, like if you've seen the show, the first movie is basically the same thing. Like it's just with better visual and stuff. And I'm like okay, that's cool. And then the second movie drops and it's kind of the same with a couple new things. And then the ending completely changes it. And then the third movie is a completely new, like entire different thing from the show. And that's what's like, I thought it was really cool. A lot of people did not like it because it's like ruining the like original because it's different. But I really thought it was cool. I will always appreciate the original better. It was really different. In the fourth movie, something completely different too. And I just want to see how it all ends. Like, that's really all I care about. Like, I'm not huge.
You gotta give the artist, or what was the guy's name?
Like but the creator, yeah.
The creator, you gotta give him some credit because there were limitations back then, and if what he wanted to do wasn't feasible back then, but now he's like, yeah, I could do it with this new technology and all that stuff. You gotta at least see what his actual vision was, even if the prior product was way better than the one he's about to do now.
That's what I'm saying.
So
like,
I think you gotta take it with a grain of salt.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. The new movies are really cool. They're like, I will never recommend watching the movies over the show. I think the show's way better than the movies. The movies are really cool. I think they're a really interesting, like alternative. Like after you watch the show.
I'm just gonna say, at least it's not Darling in the Franxx. You know what I'm saying? At least it ain't that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'd rather watch all that. I'd rather watch all those movies than that shit again. But so is that all for the list? At least the things we wanted to cover. At least. Yami, you got anything you want to cover?
No, not really.
The only other thing I would talk about, but I'm gonna keep it short, is Yuri Camp Season 2, baby. Let's go, comfiness. That's all.
Bruh. I was looking at the list, and this like Jaku Chara Tomozaki-kun. This looks like a pretty like at this point, like I've never heard of this, and this actually might be new, but I'm a fiend for the romance because it helps to like fill that void within my heart. So it looks looking alright.
I don't know about it. I just know the manga because I was looking at the manga thing on it, and I've seen that manga cover before. And
we'll watch it. I think I'm actually gonna watch it.
I'm probably gonna
keep the audience up to date.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep tabs on it because it looks like a harem, and I love my harem. But the English title is the low tier character. So it's probably like one of those ones that's like the nerd and calls them
All right, I think that's what we wanted to cover for the list, right?
To wrap it all up, let's wrap it now. Let's say your top 3 hype shows of the season right now. Let's go around the line. Yami, you can go first.
Top 3. I mean, shit. I mean, ReZero is definitely one of them. Black Clover Spade Arc doesn't count probably, but I'm looking forward to that. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, there's nothing else that I'm looking forward to be honest.
Bro, we need a third.
You even got a third one in there? Please say Beastars.
Oh, Dr. Stone. And you know what? I'll throw an actual 4th one in there, and it'll be Promise Neverland.
Bro, look at this shonen trash right here.
Yeah,
I mean, these are the good shonens, man. At least it's not something.
No, at least it's not like
My Hero.
Hey, My Hero's not bad, okay? But like the fandom community.
Fandom killed it for me.
At least you didn't say, "Yo, I'm excited for Baruto."
Brother.
Hey man, Boruto's adapting manga.
Shut the hell up.
Boruto's adapting manga soon, man.
I'm just say this, man. How long has it been since the first episode came out? And they gave us that shitty ass, like, oh, this is gonna be in the future. It hasn't even gotten close.
Yo,
and it's been like 100 episodes.
The manga wise, it is getting close, but like anime wise, no. But
Like,
the-
why
manga-
even do that? Like,
But
it's a
the thing
cheap
is,
skill to get your viewers to be like, oh wow, I can't wait to see that happen. So
I blame it on the fact that the manga is monthly, and that's a problem.
well, then they
Because,
should have
uh,
started. Oh, but I know why they started the anime early, so they can get the money, dude.
For the budget.
Bro, but no, that thing was. Oh my god, Baruto was.
you could
such a
slap
good-
Naruto onto anything and you'll get money, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Baruto was so bad. Oh my god. I watched the first arc. I actually liked the first arc. I'm gonna be honest. I think it was all anime only, I believe. But like, I enjoyed the first arc with the little girl being the thing. I just hate that they welcomed her back. Like they should have left her ass in the dark.
Yeah, now she's just like a normie.
Yeah, exactly. Like she had such a cool character, and now she's like, you're basic.
Well, the thing is, like, Naruto left off. Now we're just talking about Naruto.
Yeah, now we're just talking about Naruto.
But the thing is, well, I gotta say this. I gotta get this off my chest. The thing about Naruto is it ended off with like, like Kaguya, like she could have ended the world, and they beat her. Like there's no beef between any of the villages now because they were like united for some point, and they
Yeah.
got rid of the most deadliest threat in the world. Where are you gonna go from there? And now I feel like Boruto's like milking the conflict like
it's
so
100%
much,
milking it.
like they're trying to like make conflict out of thin air. When like Naruto, they set it out at least, even with their multiple fucking villains at the end. Like he planned that out. They're just like, oh, what are we gonna do now? So I'm just like,
They kind of forced the whole Otsutsuki thing with Kaguya, and like they foreshadowed the villains that we have now in Shippuden, but it was still
But
dragged out of
it's
thin air.
totally not the.
So-
I'm not gonna blame the author because it's totally not the author's fault. It's definitely the company forcing him to like keep making the show because, like that's just the thing about anime when you have a big show like Naruto. Because Naruto's like by far like it's either the number 1 or number 2 well-known anime out there. Like you either know Dragon Ball or Naruto from someone, and
True.
like you can't just end that. Like you can't end
Spitting.
something that makes them that much money. So that's why they
Yeah.
keep making it. So, and I know the author because I remember seeing so much interviews or something like that. I saw that the creator wanted to end the show after the Pain arc. Like the Pain arc was supposed to be an ending, and then he continued it. And the way he rigged it so that Naruto could end was the Great Ninja War arc, and then Baruto. Baruto is basically Naruto 2.0, but like.
I mean, but we got some pretty good shit from the fourth Shinobi War. Like we got
the beginning was amazing.
Yeah. I've been saying it since day one that after, and I guess you could see it. I just knew that after the Pain arc, it went downhill in quality. And so you by saying, oh, it was meant to end that, so you could see like literally when the show was meant to end. Because he saved the day, he saved the village, he got accepted. That was the point. Now they're like, oh, well, Obito and whatever. But yeah, let's wrap this up because I could sit here all day and talk about Naruto. We might make another podcast for it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, let's go for another hour. But so what were your top 3 again, Emiliano?
So we had, I'm just gonna cut out Black Clover because it's not official, but
Yeah, it's a continuation.
I said Promise Neverland, Doctor Stone, and shit, what was the other one? Oh, ReZero. Yeah.
What about you? Mr. Psycho.
I'm not gonna count Attack on Titan, but definitely B stars. Then we got Horimiya, because like I actually want to see that animated. And now I'm gonna get some flack for this, but I'm kind of looking forward to the 2.43 because I know like the Promised Neverland and Doctor Stones, they're gonna deliver, and if not, then I'm just gonna be like, oh well, the manga's better. But like I actually want to see how this volleyball anime like comes out, especially as big of an advocate as I am.
Yeah, I think my most hyped show is definitely ReZero, because I'm just ReZero crazy, and then Horimiya is definitely my second one. I don't know if I'm excited for the show itself or just the manga. I just want to know it. So like that's what I'm best. I guess I'm excited for that. For a third one, redo of a healer, baby. Let's go. Let's see some. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, stop the cat.
No, I'm kidding. I'm Kevin. But no, for my actual third one, it's probably Promised Neverland. Like, I'm very
Actually, I
excited.
can't. The fourth would probably be Promised Neverland.
Yeah, my fourth.
Be honest.
My fourth is definitely quintuplets. I just want to see how they adapt to that. But I'm not really excited for the anime because I already know what's gonna happen. But like, just want to see what
Yeah,
happens.
well, all in all, we got a stacked fucking
Yeah,
winter, man. We got,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I ain't coming out of my house in January, February, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, that 1 week, cause I believe like from the time of this recording, the next season starts literally in a week. So maybe
Yeah,
the
and if,
season's already started. Hopefully this episode's out before the season actually starts. But you know,
yeah.
it's
and
about to be
if any of you guys need to catch up on any of the anime, you know, please do so while you can. We got the nice winter break going on. So if we convince you somehow that you want to watch the Promised Neverland season after like you haven't watched the first one, give it a fucking go.
Watch your Promised Land watch your Promised Land season 1s, watch your Zeros, watch your Beastars, watch your Attack on Titan's. Actually, Attack on Titan's a lot more. Watch your Doctor Stones, watch your Cells at Work, watch your Slime Isekai.
And see, like, if you have no idea what the hell's going on, these are all like goated fucking anime that got their second season finally. So like,
especially
like,
because a lot of them were supposed to come in 2020, but got pushed back to now
because of the virus. So like be thankful. Like these guys are going hard. These guys are going hard to pay for us. So
and I'm pretty sure a lot of us will post our respectable videos of the topics. I'm definitely going to cover something about ReZero, so you know, check that out soon.
Be on the watch for that Beastars opening analysis.
Exactly.
You'll be on that watch for the Black Clover videos.
I might do an analysis for all the openings that are coming out. At least the ones that I care about.
I might have to do a sit down reaction to all the openings. You know, as you know, I've already seen the Beastars one, but you know, I love my openings, so I gotta peep them. And anyone else want to shout out anything before we end this?
Oh, Clover Hive.
Yo, shout out to the Clover Hive. I know y'all see me on Twitter.
Yo, get this man out of
Yeah.
here. Get this man out of here.
But yeah, that's about it.
I don't. Yeah, no. I was gonna be like high Q. I was like, nah.
Yeah, just make sure you guys peep out the videos. We don't know when this will upload. Then we don't know if we have something out before this or after this. So please peep out the channel. Subscribe if you enjoy. We'll definitely have more podcasts. We don't know if it's gonna be weekly. Depends on how much content. But I will give you a little sneak peek of or a little preview of what it might be next. You know how animes have those little previews. We are hoping. Hopefully by the time this episode's out and stuff, the next episode will be anime awards discussion. You know?
Dun dun dun.
A little preview, and we'll probably have a special guest, a fourth member to talk about them. So
Potential fourth member.
Potential fourth member. So keep out. You know, looks. Keep good looks. So yeah, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next.
Well, I know who to shout out. Shout out to my man Percio.
Yo, facts, Percio.
Facts.
Other known as Pals, right?
Palpers or something like that.
Yeah.
Palpers.
We're gonna be collabing with him sometime soon. He just started in creating some YouTube content as well, but he's a good friend of ours from school, and he makes some banger shit, no cap. So go check that out.
He has a whole anime tier list right now, and you know he has a pretty beefy anime tier, like watching stuff. You know, he's seen his fair share of anime, so you know, go. I strongly recommend that.
On the block.
Yeah, he's been around the block, so you know, go watch that tier list. Tell him how shit his list is because he put gamers at A, so and he put domestic girlfriend at a D, even though it's obviously a S. So
maybe we're just clickbaiting you guys.
Just saying, you know, and he put Manga Sensei as a masterpiece. I don't know why. And he put Haiku at F trash tier, dude.
I don't know what he's doing.
That's what I'm saying.
You just have to watch the video to see if we're lying or not.
But yeah.
Yo, I got one more shout out.
Wrap it up. Come on.
Yo, shout out to the boy Tabata, you know, best mangaka out there.
Get out of here. Cut it right now.
What is wrong with him?
Shore 夕食中に